I just want to use mom life as sort of my inspiration for this sort of effort capsule wardrobe. I love having kind of go-to things that I know I can quickly grab for, that I don't have to think about, but I know I'm gonna look elevated and edgy and cool, you know, because I've always got to be a cool mom. Yeah. No. Okay.
Let's go. I'm a big mood. You can't name a lot of things that I didn't do. I'm stacking paper like a book, not a Kindle. You outdated, I'm the one they getting into, and I don't break a sweat. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
What a lot of people don't know about me is that I actually love building capsule wardrobes. I find it very cathartic. So this spring in Minnesota has not quite been a spring, and I kind of decided, you know what, girl, you gotta take control of your own seasonal refresh. So F it, let's build a capsule wardrobe. Let's have some fun. Let's get started. I'm just gonna use one of my old school methods, my tried and true 5-step capsule wardrobe building method. And the first step is anchor pieces. Just gonna keep it simple today. Keep it light, keep it fun. Let's start with bottoms. All right, I just automatically go to my Neely Loton Sean jeans. They are probably my most worn jean right now because they are comfortable, they are functional, and they are super, super stylistic. So that's happening. Okay, question is, what is another bottom we want to go with? I mean, we could go with the black Neely Loton. I don't know if that's repetitive or if that's smart. You know what we're gonna do? I've got a pair of jeans. We're gonna kind of go the opposite of the Neely Loton. These are my Anina Bing Gavin jean. The silhouette and the length that is a little bit awkward for me. I think I'm gonna include them in this capsule wardrobe to see if I can get re-inspired with them, because I do absolutely love them. And I love the quality of them. Like when I hold these, I'm like, ugh, I love it. I get excited. So, all right, we're gonna keep it simple with just those two bottoms today. They're sort of like a counterpoint to each other. I am currently looking at myself in the monitor here, and I cannot take myself seriously with this situation. So I need to get ready for the day. Okay. So one of the ways I do a little refresh for spring is by using makeup. So today's video is sponsored by Merit. Minimalist Beauty. This is an easy one for me because I've been using Merit for a very long time. They make product that is impossible to mess up, because I'm definitely one that loves wearing makeup, but I don't want to look like I'm wearing a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to look naturally like I woke up like this. So that is genuinely what has been bringing me back to Merit. I'm sorry, but can we just take a little moment to talk about how obsessed I am with this brow pencil? I have always had to get a brow pen in order to get these little wispy lines. But a brow pen can be sort of uncontrollable at times and can start to look a little sloppy. So I love the amount of control this gives me. So if you do want to shop the products that I shared here today, you can get up to 15% off on exclusive sets through my link down in the description. And all first orders get this cutie free signature makeup bag. It is genuinely one of my favorite makeup bags that I've ever owned. And as well as that, you can get free shipping with orders that are $40 or higher. All right, thank you Merit for sponsoring today's video and always making sure a girl looks good. All right, now that that's done, pairing pieces. All right, so let's choose some tops to go with these bottoms. So I kind of want to go with my newer Cotton Citizen crop tee. We're gonna try it anyways, because I really am excited to style this t-shirt. I think the other one that I'm gonna go with is actually my other Cotton Citizen, not gifted, not sponsored, just so happens that the new t-shirts I got are both Cotton Citizens. Yeah. So this kind of gives me two options for white t-shirt. We got the cropped kind of oversized sleeve option, and then we've got your stereotypical classic tee that's longer and is very drapey and gauzy. This is like a thicker cotton. So they just have completely different feels, which is what we want, right? We want opposites because opposites create diversity. I feel like I need like a more fashiony, fancier top now. You know what I feel like I'm gonna do? I know there's a lot of white, but I'm in like a white era of my life, like a white t-shirt and tops and shirts. I think I'm gonna try this Eileen Fisher button up. It's like a long like tunic. I kind of just love that like contemporary edge that it brings. I feel like this could bring a lot of different options to all of this here. I usually like to kind of like double up. So I have 2 bottoms. So I usually like to do at least 4 tops. So I want to go for black, but you know what? Like I'm in like this mode of like a refresh, and I feel like I'm not gonna do the black. I think I'm gonna go with this cutie. So another button up, another linen button up, but it's a short sleeve and it's a shorter like cropped length. So yeah, oh, this is feeling fresh, you know? It's what I need. So that is our pairing pieces. I think we're good for our pairing pieces. So now the next step is layering pieces. Layering pieces are tricky again because they all need to go with the anchor pieces as well as the pairing pieces. So I love a good challenge though. This is why I love capsule wardrobes. See, oh yes. I got this gifted from Quince like months ago, and I've still haven't had an opportunity to style it. It does make it a bit trickier for styling, but I think we could have some fun with this. So let's give it a go. This is gonna be one. Yeah, okay. I think we need a sweatshirt. Mama loves a sweatshirt. I know you guys are probably bored of it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't care. I'm sorry. Yeah, my Ralph Lauren Polo Bear 1967 vintage inspired sweatshirt. It just has been my go-to. I love the color. I love that it's like a mauve-y blue. Mauve blue to me does not matter what year it is. It always feels new to me. You know what I'm thinking, right? I'm always thinking it. Blazer. If I was gonna do a blazer, what blazer would I do? Do I add a blazer? You know, I'm gonna just challenge myself to go with 2 layering pieces like that. I think we can get pretty far with that. All right, I think we're at a pretty good place. On to the next. So top off pieces are pieces that top off the look. Yeah, and I consider those to be jackets and coats or shoes. So for jackets, because it's just a small micro capsule wardrobe, I'm just gonna pick one jacket. So I've got 2 here. We've got just my trusty denim jacket. It's just an easy one, but we're here for sort of like a refresh, for like a spring revival. So do we go with my edgier denim trench? I think the other reason why I like the trench idea on a practical purpose is that it can then be easily paired with the duster cardigan. We're gonna go with the trench, yeah. Okay, so here's sort of what I have in my office right now for spring shoe styling. I've never sat at this angle, so it feels very awkward for filming. I'm usually standing or like sitting on something, but we'll make it work. Okay, that feels a little better. Well, so the one that I'm gonna eliminate right away is these beauties, because ultimately just for the fact that we've styled these quite a bit lately, although I will say they are still my favorite go-to shoes currently. Out of all of my shoes, these are my favorite. Like if I could only pick one pair of shoes, it would be these. But basically the Chelsea boots and the Solomons have been my go-to shoes for this weird spring that we've been having in Minnesota. But now spring is finally sprung a little bit. Like we are finally seeing some green peeking through in late April. I think for practical purposes, I love a mule or a clog. And I've got 2 pairs here that I wear quite a bit because sometimes when I'm running out the door, like maybe it's just to go to like pick up takeout, you know, frantically at 5 o'clock when we don't have a dinner in mind. So these are kind of my go-tos. For today's purpose, I don't know which one I want to go for. Like I love that this one has the platform, so it gives a bit of height. So there we go. And that's my decision for that. So now we're choosing a little bit more jazzier shoe, and I'm going flats just for practical purposes. And for some reason, the loafer's not speaking to me for this capsule wardrobe. So we're gonna skip those guys. I think we actually need some femininity, and I do think both of these flats, my little Tory Burch moccasin loafers and my beloved Punto mesh sling back flats. I don't know. Are we here yet? Are we here? Mesh flats time? I think we are, because I can wear these with socks. So if it is a bit of a breezier day, I can just wear socks with them. You guys know I love a bit of white socks with my black flats. We have our shoes. So sprinkle pieces, basically accessories. We've got to have a handbag, right? And I always like to opt for an elegant, refined handbag because then I feel like no matter what I'm wearing, it just refines the look, you know, sharpens the look a bit. I do have some casual ones, which are basically just like 3 different hip bags. I love a hip bag, clearly, or a bum bag, whatever we want to call it. These are fun because they're just easy, elegant ones. Are we ready for raffia yet? That's the question. Or is this like just a summer thing? I don't know. But I think I am ready for the raffia. Again, for just that refresh. And I love the texture and the warmth that this bag brings to my outfits, as well as the functionality of the bucket bag. It's amazing. And I think because we've got a lot of blue and gray and white happening, I think that this bag will add that warmth that we need and texture, because we've got some pretty plain textures besides the cardigan. And oh yes, you know, I love very little sneaky tie-ins. It matches the threading on my trench. Okay, I always have to have a hat in my capsule wardrobes because I am a hat gal. Because in the summer I want the sun off my face, and in the winter I want my head to stay warm because I've got short hair. And I just think a hat adds like a little touch of edge, a little touch of charm, whatever it's bringing it. So I'm in baseball hat mood, and I do love my polo Ralph Lauren baseball cap, as you guys know, because you've probably seen me style it a time or 2 recently. But I'm leaning more towards my Carhartt 5-panel because it's just a little bit edgier. I like that it's kind of contrasting, like this kind of edgier, boyish charm is then contrasting with my more elegant, refined, feminine handbag. I always add a scarf, I do, to these, but do we need one? Yeah, we do. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about. I do have my All Saints one here. The thing I do like about my All Saints one is it's got a little touch of brown in it. So it ties in with the brown in my bag. I'm feeling good about this situation, so I think it's time to style it up. Are you ready for this?
Amour et passion, cœur et sentiment, romance, affection, partage et harmonie, vivre et désir, harmonie et cœur, passion et sentiment, voulez-vous coucher? Amour et passion, cœur et sentiment, romance, affection, partage et harmonie, vivre et désir, harmonie et cœur, passion et sentiment, voulez-vous coucher? Harmonie et cœur, passion et sentiment, pour les